Tapas are very popular all over Spain, and they're gaining popularity all over the world. And today we're making some of the most popular ones, especially in Madrid. A shrimp with garlic called gambas al ajillo, and a fried potato with a delicious spicy sauce called patatas bravas. I cannot wait, and you are gonna love it. Let's cook. Tapas literally means lids. A tapa is a lid in Spanish. And they are so popular and so common in Spain that it's really hard to tell where and when they originated. The stories go back to medieval times. I have always loved tapas, but it wasn't until a couple of years ago when I took my whole family on a culinary trip throughout Spain that we got to really experience the world of tapas. Oh my God, it is just so diverse and they're all delicious. In the southern part, in Andalusia, you can go to some bars and you actually get them for free if you keep on ordering drinks. I love that. And in the Basque country, in San Sebastian, they call them pinchos, and they are just as creative as they are delicious. I love them so much that I decided to cook a tapas dinner for Joanna's birthday because she had to cancel her celebration because of this pandemic, and I figured, why not do something different, something special? And guess what? She loved it. And the dishes we're doing today are two of those dishes that I prepared that day, and they were delicious. There are many versions of today's dishes, especially the patatas bravas, and there is huge controversy with tomato or no tomato. So I decided to go as classic as possible, and it seems to me that it had no tomato originally. So that's what we're doing today. First, let's get organized. The French call this mise en place, and all mise en place is having the ingredients and the tools that you need right in front of you. Cooking is always about ingredients, time, and temperature. That is why it is very important to spend some time thinking about your ingredients. We are using paprika. In Spain they call it pimentón, but it's the same thing. And we're using a combination of sweet and hot pimentón or paprika. The recipe also calls for guindilla peppers, which is a hot pepper, very hard to find in the US. So I just went for a red hot chili pepper here. The guindilla is not very spicy. It's actually a little bit less spicy than, say, a jalapeno. I don't know how spicy this is, but we'll find out today. We're also using potatoes. The best kind for French fries is russet potatoes, so that's what we're using. We're also making an aioli today, which is a separate sauce than the brava sauce. Some places, in fact most places today, serve them like that. The purists disagree, but we're making it. Okay, we'll prep all the ingredients and set them up in what we call the conga line, which is just the order we're gonna use them in the recipe. Remember, mise en place is less stress. For today's wine, we're using a white Albarino from Galicia. It is Paco and Lola Rias Baixas. I think it's gonna be great for this recipe. Okay, so we're making the aioli. The aioli is, like I said, optional, but it's a great complement to the hot and spicy sauce. It's just gonna mellow everything out. So today I'm using an immersion blender, but you can use a regular blender and that's fine. So we're gonna put the egg, 1 tablespoon lemon juice, the garlic, and the Dijon mustard. And we're gonna quickly blend this and then add olive oil. This may be the right consistency already. You don't need to use all the oil. The more oil you add, the thicker it's gonna get, which is counterintuitive to think. This is a great consistency for mayonnaise. Tastes great, it's garlicky. We're gonna add salt and pepper. Okay, we're ready to go. First, we're gonna cook the Brava sauce. Second, we're gonna fry the potatoes in 2 stages, slow and fast. And then we're doing the shrimp at the very last moment because they only take about 3 minutes. Let's get started. Heat is on, about 2 tablespoons of olive oil. It's okay to add the onions when the oil is still cold. While the onions are cooking, I'm heating up the chicken stock because what we're going to do is basically a roux first and then add the chicken stock. And that creates a velouté, which is a French sauce like a bechamel with chicken stock instead of milk. Add some salt to the onions, a little bit, and add a little bit more olive oil because it got kind of dry. Both paprikas and the white pepper. You want to make sure you cook the paprika about 2 minutes, but not on high heat because if you cook it too much, it will become bitter. Now we're going to add the flour and cook it through also very well, about 2 minutes. And then when we add the chicken stock, we're going to make sure that that simmers for about 8 to 10 minutes. Okay, so we're going to start adding the chicken stock very slowly at first. Remember, the chicken stock is hot. Okay, we're going to cook that at low heat for about 10 minutes. You want to keep on stirring this sauce for as much as you can for the whole 8 to 10 minutes because that's going to give you a very smooth consistency. So I'm just going to thin it out with a little bit of hot water. The concept of the Brava sauce is that it's spicy. It's supposed to be angry. Brava means angry in Spanish. I need a little bit more water because I am blending the onions and that's gonna thicken it a little bit. And also I tasted it and it's pretty Brava. It's very angry, you know what I mean. Okay, consistency looks great and the color just like a teja or a Spanish style. We're gonna put it in the blender, blend it, and just set it aside until the potatoes are done. I'm using the same immersion blender. It's ready. And let's work on the potatoes. You don't want it to fry quickly, just very slowly, not browning. And the temperature is about 320 or so right now. But as soon as I drop these potatoes, which I dried them before, the temperature is going to drop. So let's just do that and do that carefully. And that's going to cook like that for about 5 minutes, maybe a little bit more. So all you need to do is just test it with a fork or a knife, and you want to make sure that you can go all the way through. As soon as that's done, we're gonna raise the heat to maximum. In about 2 to 3 minutes, they will start to get a lot of color. So while the potatoes are cooking, let's do shout outs. These are the people that are cooking our food, taking pictures and letting us know about it. You should try that one day. Our friend Cindy Chavis made the salmon, and her family loved it. Our niece Tiffany Segre got excited too about cooking, and she got inspired and made the salmon. Proud of you, girl. Keep them coming, guys. We get super excited every time we see something you guys cook. It's been about 8 minutes or so. I just put a fork through them. Let me show you. And it feels like there is resistance, but not when they're raw. So what we're gonna do is raise the heat to maximum and let them brown for about 2 to 3 minutes. As soon as the potatoes are done, we're gonna set them aside because they're gonna retain the heat for a long time, and immediately start working on the shrimp, which is only gonna take about 3 minutes. Okay, we're about done here. You can see they're nice and golden. So I'm gonna take them out, put them on a rack with paper towel so they can drain the oil a little bit. And we're gonna add some salt. Okay, we're gonna add olive oil, and we're gonna add a lot of olive oil. Why? Because this is basically the sauce for the shrimp. We're gonna heat it up, but it's not gonna be too hot because you don't want the garlic to burn. And also the shrimp cannot overcook because it's gonna get tough if it does. Typically this dish is done in a clay pot, and that gets really hot. They taste delicious, but sometimes the shrimp are a little bit overcooked when that happens. So a lot of olive oil and a lot of garlic, hence the name. Al ajillo means a lot of garlic. We're basically infusing the oil with garlic right now. We're gonna add the hot pepper. We put some salt and pepper on the shrimp. Okay, that's been infusing for a while. The garlic's cooking but not brown, so it's great. And in we go with the shrimp. I left the tails on because I think it's a much better presentation. For this preparation, it doesn't matter that you overcrowd the pan because we're not sauteing them. We're basically boiling them in this oil bath. You want to cook the shrimp for about 2 minutes. Some recipes will tell you to just get it to a high heat, put the shrimp, cover it, turn the heat off, and wait 3 minutes. You can do that. That's how fast they cook. Joanna's hungry already. She's been working overtime with me today. All I do is cook. She handles the light, the camera, the sound, the script. Okay, I'm turning this off. You can see how this oil has become some sort of delicious ointment. We add the parsley. Finally, my favorite moment, taste test. Look at this deliciousness. Man, I'm gonna start with the shrimp. I'm gonna move them here. And I'm gonna dip this into the sauce. Let me get some of this bread in there. This is so good. Yummy. Yummy, 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 yes. Let me get some of the Brava sauce. Inside here, aioli on this side here. Some without. It's nice and spicy. Some of this aioli now. So today we're drinking Alvarinho from Galicia, and it's called Paco and Lola, and this is actually their pride label, but they usually use black and white polka dots, and I think it's super cool. Nice, crisp, acidic, kind of fruity, medium to low body. I think it's perfect for this. Works great with this shrimp, which I'm gonna have another one. A little bit of bread. That's what I want. Perfection. I'm gonna have Joanna join me with the taste test.
All right. Woo! Well, this looks amazing, and I am very hungry. I'm gonna have the wine first. That's a good wine.
It is good.
It's really good. So I'm gonna start with gambas al ajillo. He made them for my 50th birthday. Wow.
They are good.
This actually became one of my favorite dishes because he cooked it that day. It was so special. I was supposed to have a big birthday in New York City, and thanks to Corona, it didn't happen. But my kids, they did this birthday bash. We had so much fun, danced the whole night. It was tapas night. It was amazing. They're quite pissed off.
They're very pissed off. They're very
Bravos.
The aioli will mellow them out.
Together, they work really nice.
They work really nice, right?
I wasn't sure about the aioli, but really works. You should make the aioli.
I think so. This is really, really amazing. Well, combination.
Oh, we have a friend coming. Maybe he can do a taste test.
Who is that?
Jacob.
Jacob. Come on, Jacob.
Yay!
All right.
Thank you.
Realtor extraordinaire here in Santa Rosa.
He's a
So,
superstar.
Thank you.
Superstar.
so this is what you're gonna do. This one's mine here.
Okay.
So this is the shrimp gambas al ajillo, shrimp with
Amazing.
garlic. Okay.
Yeah.
Put that bread in there.
Awesome.
You know, just grab a shrimp, and they have the tail on. So
Sure.
We know how to eat tail. He fishes.
Amazing.
he's a
So
fisherman.
Awesome. So good. That's great.
It's good
I
stuff,
love it.
right?
So good.
Good stuff. Try it with that wine. This is Albarino wine from Galicia, Spain.
Paco and Lola.
It's great.
Really crisp,
Really good.
right? This is tapas day, right? So try the patatas bravas. This is just fried potatoes.
Okay.
That's the brava sauce, which is spicy, and that's
Dip
an
it in both here?
aioli. You can try one or the other, and then both. And
Okay. It's good. It's a little spicy, but perfect.
it is spicy but perfect.
Look at Lola.
That's great. Really creamy. It's really good.
Right? And you can try both. Try mixing them both. I think I'm gonna join you here.
Why not?
Yeah, great friends eat together.
I love it. So good.
Cheers.
Thank you all for having
Cheers.
me.
All right.
Amazing.
This is really good. Tell you what. 4 things. Subscribe, hit like, share with your friends,
Yes.
and
Cook it.
cook it. Try it. You need to try it. It's delicious, right?
Delicious.
And it's
I'm
not
disappointed.
right, and it's not that difficult. You just practice it, and I promise you, your friends will be amazed. Your family's gonna love it. And guess what we're doing next week? You need to join us because we're gonna make spaghetti with frutti di mare. It's a beautiful tomato sauce and seafood. Oh my God!
I'm coming back.
Oh
You should
Well,
come
maybe
back.
you can fish some of the fish we
I would
eat.
love
Oh
that.
my
Right?
God, you should come back. You know why? Because it's gonna be delicious. Come back and see us.
Cheers.
Cheers.